just, you got to get it. I mean, I'm really made up. I think it's fantastic, really quality, and it's just lovely to have as part of your collection, really.
Well, I'd be happy to have that for sure. Do we want to do one more, or do we want to get to the next topic here?
Another Daedalus song?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. This one is called Tommy, and it seems really short, so I hope it uploaded properly, because I only got like a minute 38 here of it. I'm not sure if it's longer, so we'll check this one out and see how it goes. All right, this is David Fiddler with Tommy. Right on. So it didn't upload properly. That was Tommy, and
Fantastic.
that was a really cool instrumental. I haven't heard too many instrumentals lately, but I really like that one.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So definitely one to keep your eye on and get yourself the album, because it's a great, part of your collection, definitely.
I'll be sure to pick it up as soon as possible. So next up, you wanted to get into a little bit about the Kickstarter projects.
Yeah, well, you've seen my latest blog post with at Low Flying Geese.
Yes.
And they're doing this, and I've spoken about them before. With Mr. Peeps backing it in production, and it's this. I mean, I'm so excited about it. I'm really, behind it. I just think it's something new, something different, and it was really what I was looking at is Kickstarter projects for everybody are difficult, and I think obviously there's a reason behind. They've obviously put their own money into the project. You get to a stage, in order to kind of finish it, you just need an extra support, and
Right.
Actually it's really good, isn't it, to get people on board and behind it in order to launch it anyway. You want to sort of raise the interest. But it just made me start thinking about how many fans, sort of buy, EPs, buy albums, support bands with T-shirts, buy badges, whatever it is, go to the gigs. And also, I mean, I've put my hand in my pocket to support Kickstarter projects, and I'm not, a lot of the stuff I do, I don't get any money for. So a lot of the blogging and everything else. So there's all this kind of free support, but you hope that kind of free support gets support back. So you kind of form a circle. Do you know what I mean? Where, rather than a one-way street where it's, and I know for a fact Mr. Peeps puts loads of effort into promoting bands and supporting bands, and it just got me thinking, are any of these bands giving back? Are any of them thinking, if there's 5 members in a band, couldn't they all just say, right, instead of buying a pint, or it's a way of buying a pint, isn't it? £5 in the pocket.
Right.
Let's all, as a collective, donate 25 quid. And 25 quid is not nothing. It's all part of, they get their name included or whatever it is as part of this this whole thing, and it's such a fantastic project. I just think, is that happening, or is it just, can you do this review? Can you do this? And it's all just what they want, but is there any give back? It's just, you were talking to me about a Kickstarter project yourself. I mean, how do you feel?
It's that thing is, I kind of feel the same way, just because I'd like to do it, and I've got my reasons for it. I mean, pretty much the end goal for me, if I did do one, was to just get a little bit better equipment and kind of upgrade the podcast to more hours, meaning I can do more shows and longer shows and more music, that sort of thing. But I've been kind of reluctant about doing it, because I'm not sure if it'd be worth it. I mean, if I'd actually get what I needed, even though, I mean, it's not wouldn't be asking for tons of money or anything like that. But it's one of those things that I'm not sure if I get the funding that I needed. And
see, that's the thing. It's, at the end of the day, I think you're saying that, and what you're trying to do is extend, the program, which basically will benefit the musicians, won't they, in the long run. That's the point. Is you can give more exposure to new music. So surely, you would like to think all the promotion and all the kind of support you've given, that those people would give back and think, yeah, man, let's go for it. Let's support him the ways. I don't know. What do you feel?
Well,
I've silenced you, Dr. Bones.
Well, and that's that's the thing is, I've donated to some Kickstarters too, and even one locally, band that I talked about before, the Gypsy Ghosts, and I just, like I said, I've been thinking about it, but like I said, again, the reluctancy is there, just because I'm not sure if it's going to be worthwhile, if I'm going to get, if I can get the give back that I want. And I'm working on stuff like right now in order to kind of give, besides being donated here, I'm looking at making stuff to kind of give out. Like, I'm thinking about like making some T-shirts and stuff like that to kind of make it a worthwhile thing. And another thing I was thinking about, as far as lending a helping hand, whether it's the Kickstarter project or not, is asking some of the bands I know to maybe put together a CD that I could send with the T-shirt or that sort of thing. And but like I said, I've been a little bit reluctant. I just don't know. I mean, I'm not expecting it to happen overnight. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm completely being realistic about this. Like, I mean, it could take 6 months to a year, and if that's the case, so be it. But at the same time.
I was just going to say, well, you can count me in, and I would support, and it's all about, I would be happy to kind of promote and everything else. And I think if you can get some hardcore sort of people on board, then it's just about getting the ball rolling, isn't it? I mean, it can be done, but I have seen it. I've spoken to you about Fruitbat before, Fruitbat Walton, and he works so hard, and he again is another new music promoter and supporter, and he does loads. And I don't know. I think you sort of expect, don't you, that, as I say, it's a circle thing, isn't it? We all give to each other because we're all, trying to support and promote each other. And a lot of it, as I say, is not paid work. It's not something you're getting any money for.
Well, that's right.
So you do it, for the love, I suppose.
Well, exactly. I do love doing this. I really enjoyed. But I want to be able to keep on expanding. But I can only go so far, because there are limitations, and I like to. I
think you should. I think you should still consider it, because I think you might be surprised. I hope.
Because, like I said, I love doing this, and I'm not like, if I didn't like doing this, then I would have stopped. And if I really was in it for any sort of monetary thing, then I would have stopped doing this a long time ago. But I love doing this, so it's.
Well, I was going to say on sort of talking about that. I was really excited because I did a podcast with Jason, as you know, and on that I chose a song by Nightbeats. And what I noticed is people that tuned in or sort of listened to it, Tony Abbott, I know Tony Abbott, he's a really cool guy, But he obviously listened to the song and was like, wow. And he went out and bought the album. He's spreading the word with his friends. And I thought, this is what it's about, isn't it? So on the back of that, and these guys, you've got to bear in mind, don't even have a Twitter account. So,
oh, wow.
There's not even, it's not even as if you can actually let them know what's happening, I suppose, from the Twitter side. But I know, I bet you there's probably about 4 or 5 albums been sold on the back of that. And I know from Jason's point of view as well, I'm sure he will be really chuffed, because he puts a lot of work into the podcast and getting it how he wants and thinking about, and it's all, as I say, it's for the love of new music and different music. But I just thought that was really exciting. I mean, I was really, because I thought, well, that's spreading the word, isn't it? So like the Kickstarter, it's about spreading the word for support, but actually, sort of getting people on board, I suppose. But completing that circle, that's what I'm about, I think.
Yeah. And I totally agree. So, like I said, there's a few things I need to really work out before I actually will put it on, if I'm going to do it. Because the t-shirt thing, that's what I'm looking to right now, because that's the t-shirt and the band thing are 2 biggest things. So I'm kind of working on that on the side right now. I haven't put tons of effort into it yet because it's got so much else going on, but I'm slowly but surely trying to get it together, and hopefully something will come out of it. And I know a few people already that I'm sure will be more than happy to send a tune over and help essentially make a compilation CD.
Fantastic. Well, as I say, I'll definitely support it. So just, and if I can help in any way, just let me know.
Oh, most definitely. So, but yeah, but that's great. That's the main thing is, we even though we're giving out and doing this just for the love of it, it'd be nice to kind of have it come full circle and come back around to help. We've helped you, so let's kind of help each other out. Let's get this thing going even stronger. Than, like I said, for me, it would be longer podcasts instead of like a 45-minute window. I'd have like an hour or 2, which is fantastic. I may not go the full time, but the fact is I'll have the time there available.
Which is, so you can obviously gauge it depending on, what happens, which gives you flexibility, doesn't it?
Well, right. And it's pretty much one of those things where I could do an interview and they could do a show right after.
Fantastic.
Instead of doing an interview, breaking down the story, doing their show, have a show already prepared, that sort of thing. So that's what I'm kind of looking at, is kind of gearing it, even though it's a podcast, kind of gearing it towards what would be somewhat of a regular radio station. Not quite, but that sort of thing.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Sounds exciting.
So next up, we're going to get to our next tune. This is from a double A side. This is came out probably about a year ago. The newest one I don't have yet, but we were talking about a band called Sister Ray the other night. And this one I have here is, like I said, it's a double A side from about a year ago, but it's still a good tune. And you guys should really check them out. And this song, the title always makes me laugh because it's called Happy Endings. So, and you can think where I'm going with that one. So, so here we go with Sister Ray with Happy Endings.
Something tells me you're pretending, and now